Extreme. Alright, so today, as part of our new homesteading series, I'm going to show you how to put together a rocket mass stove so that in case you have no power or anything like that, you can still cook, boil water, and just about anything you need to do without having to worry about having your propane in your grill if your grill ain't working. If you have a grill, don't have a grill, simple little twigs and wood from around your yard you can use to cook and feed your family. So let's get busy. Now I've decided to build mine on top of my new deck here, and the first step is to lay out the base, which is 3 cinder blocks side by side with one in the back and then a half to make up the difference, so you have a square base. That's step number 1. Alright, so I don't know how good the lighting is out here, but now we have these solid blocks. I think they're 4 by 6 by 12s. Alright, and you set them in a staggered pattern. If you can take a look how they're set, right? Like a jigsaw puzzle. Now, when you put the last one in, come on, slide over there real quick here. Okay, see how it closed? It closed that off, right? See what it looks like? Now this is going to be basically where your fire is coming up. And in here is where you're going to be feeding the fire. So there will be 2 cuts you have to make, and I'm going to show you how to do that as well. It's really, really easy to use. You're going to have to cut this right here, as well as this one down here. And I'll show you the reason why here in a minute. Alright, first thing you want to do is you're going to have to cut this first block on top of the base. So I'm just going to mark a little line so I can kind of see a little bit of what I'm doing. Just using a Sharpie marker and a straight edge. And then we'll use a diamond cutter, angle grinder with a diamond cutting blade on it. Just make real short business of that. I like to use just a little wedge concrete tool and a hammer, because my 4-inch won't cut all the way through the 6-inch. So we'll just put it down in the crack, give it a couple taps, and we got a cut block. Okay, it's always a very great idea to incorporate a free helper. Put your son to work, in other words, carrying a block over out of the way. Ideally, I want to move this. I'm gonna set this up permanently right here in the corner, but I need these 2 12-foot boards to finish off my brand new deck. I didn't have room in the car when we built the deck. So anyway, next step is obviously I cut that block, which is this block here. And then you're going to buy this piece of metal. It cost me like $5.25, I believe it is. It's fairly thick gauge. It's not real heavy duty, but it's sturdy enough to where it's not going to have any give. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and stack on another row so you can begin to see exactly how this is going to come together. Alright, we are 3 high. I believe we're going to have to go 4 high. By the way, just for a side note, I probably should have put them up and down. That way you wouldn't have these hole openings. But now that I'm thinking about it, That would give you a really good place to store your fuel wood on both sides. See? That'll give you a real good place you could store it. Goes straight through. So you could have, you know, 16, 18-inch pieces of wood. That's where you could have it stored. It'll give you nice storage. So I'm going to leave it like that. But we may have to go one more higher. And let me show you how this exactly works. Now, the ones we cut sandwich this piece of metal here, okay? This right here is just for air to be able to come in, all right? You're going to put your wood will sit on top of this metal thing. Your sticks and your twigs and stuff, you'll put them in here, okay? Now, as all the coals fall down here, you'll build up a really, really hot coal bed, which will burn these sticks, twigs, anything you find in your yard. This is all you have to use. There's nothing special to this, all right? And then the fire will be funneled up here. Now we're going to put a, from a gas grill, or not a gas grill, a gas stove, you know what I'm talking about? One of those, you know, where you put your pan on it. That way when you do put your pan on it, it won't close this completely off and choke out your fire. You don't want that to happen. So if you have it raised up about a ½ inch and your pot sitting up here, the flame will be able to come through. But the higher you have your chimney, the more of a vent or a suction you're going to have. The more the flow of the air you come in, the hotter your fire is going to burn coming up. But that's the basic idea of it right there, built, done. Now we're going to test it here in a minute and see how it works. But like I said, we will probably have to go one higher. Great solution to an off-grid cooking solution. Hot water solution. I'm going to show you how to make hot water in the winter time or summertime out here. I have another way we'll have hot water in the wintertime free. No more electric company. Sorry, electric company, I don't have anything against you. You're in business to make money. You do a good job, but we've decided not to pay you anymore. So let's go fire it up, give it a shot, see how it works, and go from there. All right, so welcome back. We've collected a bunch of wood. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to start this thing for the first time, but I have my wife on the way back from Lowe's. She's going to buy me 3 more of these bricks so we can go one level higher. And literally, I have 35 minutes into making this thing, and I when she comes back with those extra 3 blocks, I won't even have $40 into building this. And we'll show you an operation here in just a minute. Alright, before we go ahead and fire this thing up and do a demonstration, I wanted to just give you a real quick look at exactly what it is that you're looking at. These, like I said before, you see how I have that stick in there? Nice storage for your firewood. Not only will it keep it dry from the rain, but it'll dry it out from the heat. Okay? Inside here, we have that metal piece right here, where we'll put the big pieces of wood, and the tips of them will get burnt, and you'll just keep pushing them into the fire. All the coals will fall down here where your ventilation will come in. All right, and then up here, the fire will come up. This is where you'll be doing your cooking at. For now, we're going to use a couple different kind of. There's a train in the background. Beautiful view from my house, by the way. Other than that train, we are in such a beautiful location. Look at the peaks of otters, just picture framed in my backyard with my chickens. Anyway, back to what I was doing. That's what it looks like right there. Simple, very, very simple. Under 40 bucks, under 40 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and load this up and give it a test run, see how it works. Stay tuned.
Now.
Alright, since we don't have the one exactly that I'm looking for right now, but we want to test it. I'm going to use this one, which is from my grill, from the side burner of the grill. We're going to use it as a test. I also have this big one, which is for inside of a fireplace, but I think that'll put it up away from the fire too high. But I don't really know yet. It might work perfect, but we'll give it a try. Alright, the first thing you want to do when you very first start it is just break up some real loose little tiny tinder. Fill up the main hole. I fill it up maybe about halfway, maybe a little less than halfway. Alright, we're going to go ahead and light it up for the first time. Take a minute for all that stuff to get caught. Then the vacuum will start sucking the air in and throwing the heat out. You can already see it just like a chimney. Yeah. Start. Then all you have to do, watch. Once you have it going with the little tinder inside, you got a good fire burning in there, is just take whatever size, usually about 1 inch to 1.5 inch pieces, slide them in on top of the metal into the fire that's burning. My son wants to help out. He's excited about it, so I'll let him give it a shot. Push it all the way back in, all the way back to it. Don't go back no more. Right into the fires. Yep, put them all in there. Come on, get them in there. Alright, since our fire is so big because my son decided to stuff so many sticks in there, we're going to go with this that's meant for inside of a wood burner. And we're going to we got a pot of water. It's about halfway full. We're going to set it on there. Let's see how long it takes to come to a boil. And that's it, guys. The cheapest, easiest, in my opinion, best damn way to be self-reliant as far as if you need hot water, if you want to cook in a power out, grid down situation, or just every day. I plan on using this every day, I'll be honest with you. The little bit I've used it here so far, I do believe I'm going to get rid of my $499 stainless steel propane grill. If anybody's interested. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know in the comments if you need any help at all. You need any questions at all answered about how to go about doing this. Please feel free to contact me. Check out the website ExtremeLiving.biz. It's also a very good way of occupying your children. We've decided we're going to add one more level. Just because of the way we're seeing how it's working. It's working unbelievably awesome, but we're going to go ahead and add one more level. We decided to test with some turkey dogs. Look at that water boiling. That's about 1.5 minutes. Free wood. Took us about 20 seconds to grab enough wood to do it with. And like I said, we have about $40 total into building it, and it took me about 40 minutes to do it. The only thing that I need to change is that top grate. I'm either going to have a custom built one, which will probably end up costing me maybe $25-30, but would be a very good investment, I think. And that's that. Again, if anybody wants to buy a $499 stainless steel gas grill cheap, contact me. Oh, by the way, that's my beautiful wife, Cindy, that's never allowed to be on camera because heaven forbid anybody sees her. Ooh, don't hide. I won't give you any of my hot dogs. Alright, guys. Hope you guys are preparing for whatever the hell it is you think might happen. I'm preparing for life. I don't believe that anything's going to happen other than maybe a economic collapse. But I do it just because I enjoy the lifestyle. Being outdoors, growing your own food, knowing where it comes from, and living a better life. Even if you have a big old mean wife. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you. Bye.